Good morning, Heathlands, and welcome to week 70 of Heathlands at Home Extended Broadcast. So far this week we've had
Nick's exercise session on Monday at 11:15.
Art Live with Helen Tuck was on Monday at 1 p.m. this week, making bobblehead unicorns.
Ah, adorable.
Oh, they're really cute. Just looking at the when they come, it's so amazing. Oh, this is throwing at us.
As you can see,
Right here. They're really. Oh, I want to take one home. They're really nice. I'm gonna leave you here. Well, good job, Helen Tuck's done.
So anyway, on Tuesday we had
Sports Fanatics with Jackie at 1:30.
This week was a Grand National special, as it's the Grand National coming up.
Jackie wrote this week's quiz all about the Grand National, and I don't know about this, but Robin was the winner. But I think because yesterday we joined and he was shouting out all the answers, so that's a new rule that we put down. Wait till the later on in the show for us to list all of them rules, but for now. We'll come up with a actually no, not on the show, but we'll come up with a forfeit for him, because I'm not sure if I think it's rigged. I think Robin rigged it. Oh, hashtag Robin rigged it.
Robin, if you're hearing this, it's been disputed. So anyway, coming up next today after Heathlands at Home will be
live lunch from 12 p.m. to 12:45 p.m.
Spiff's themed bingo with a slight twist.
Twist one. We have an extra special guest, which is this lovely fella. We always feature him on the jungle bingo, which is this week's theme of this week's bingo. It's jungle bingo with also Lemmy the Lemur. And another twist, which is...
the twist is, unfortunately, Spiff is not with us.
Yeah. but no, seriously, he's...
seriously though, he's been abducted by aliens. And they said they're not bringing him back unless they can have the Earth. Otherwise he may get probed.
Actually, no, he's been kidnapped to Siberia where they want like £1,000 ransom. No, we're joking. We're joking. He's actually off sick. He's actually off sick. So get well soon, Spiff. Seriously, we're praying for you.
So anyway, in place of Spiff will be the lovely Jackie. So join Jackie, us, and everyone in the Purple Bubble for a wild time, live today at 1.
Coming up right now, we have
a guest presenter with a craft to share with you guys.
So far, we've had videos from myself and Mark, Helen Tuck, Helen Walsh, and Susan.
Today, we have a video from one of these people. Who's going to be this time?
Hello again, Heathlands at Home. So here we are with our last origami instruction for our Halloween edition. Now this one was probably the trickiest one of all the origami folds that we're doing this week. This one caused me a little bit of confusion, so I had to have a couple of practices. to make sure that I could get it right to show you guys how to do this. So obviously what we're doing is a bat. So to fold our bat, what we're going to start by doing is turning our paper to the wrong side if you have origami paper like mine, which has a right side and a wrong side. Obviously black paper would work very well with this, but I didn't have any black origami paper, so I'm using this beautiful dark blue. So like the ghost and the pumpkin, we're going to start by folding our paper in half along the diagonal. So we've got a nice triangle. I'm going to open it up and we're going to fold it in half again the other way. Making sure our folds are nice and crisp. Now, once we've folded it the other way, what we're going to do is we're going to be folding, not the paper in half exactly, but we're going to be folding the paper down. So what we're looking for is to have a nice point underneath the bottom edge of what is going to become our bat's wings. So I'm going to use the lines on my cutting board to help me hopefully keep this quite nice and straight. So I've turned that down. Now, the next step is we need to turn this over so that this top flappy edge is on the top. And the complicated step here is what we're going to do is we're going to be folding both of our wings in and back again. So it's kind of like a zigzag fold. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to turn my work around so that I can fold up. And I'm going to put the lights on again. So, where this point is here, where this meets, we're going to fold our wing back over on itself. And then we're going to reverse the fold just to make sure that it's nice and crisp. And then maybe 1/2 centimetre in from that, we're going to fold again. So you're going to have to fold into the body to about here. So if I make that fold and show you, I'm going to try and make the folds parallel with each other. And I'll make it nice and crisp. So I hope you can see there that we've got 2 folds. And if we put them both together, the wing folds down like so. So what we need to do is repeat that process on the other side. So we're going to start by doing the initial fold here at the corner. I'm going to try and make sure that we get a similar angle. You can double check. If it's not quite right, just go back and try again. Somewhere around there. And then we'll fold back on ourselves again. And then we're going to fold over so that it roughly looks the same on both sides. So I will bring this closer to the camera for you to see. So you can see it kind of zigzags in and out. So once we've got that folded down, what we're going to do is turn our work over again. Make sure that there's nice crisp creases. The next step is to fold up this bottom edge of his body. So if I bring this closer again, hopefully you can see what I've done there. We've just folded up the bottom of his body to make it slightly more slender, as if he's got little legs. And the light's gone out again. I do apologise, guys. And we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So, that's what your work should look like so far. The last step that we need to do is we need to fold down his head. So we're going to pull this down, make a little crease, and kind of open up so what you should have are some lovely little ears. I don't know how well that shows up on the video. Try and get closer. But there will be photographs and instructions in your activity book, and that is our little bat. So, all in all, we've got 2 bats, we've got 2 pumpkins, and 2 ghosts. And what you could do with these is use a stapler or some paper clips or something to hang them through, and you could make some Halloween bunting with these. We'll make some up and take a photograph, and we'll put it on the blog post along with all these instructions. Hope you've enjoyed our extra origami this week, guys, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks. Bye!
As you've seen this week, we've had Helen Tuck showing us how to fold an origami bat.
It was very cool, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do that little screech before the 5 9 screech before we went on air. Do it.
All right.
That should also be a bat screech.
Anyway, what and who we will have next week, I wonder.
Still to come this week, we have
Quiz of the week, answers and results on Thursday at 1.
So join Helen on Thursdays to see who this week's winners are. Maybe it will be you. Definitely be you for sure. Not sure about you. Maybe not you, but it could be you. Yes, you. It could be everyone. Yeah, so shall we
Yeah, we shall. And yesterday, Sarah very kindly wrote me a list of all the rules for Quiz of the Week and Sports Fanatics. Rule number 1. No shouting out your answers.
Robin?
Talking to you, Robin. Number 2. No cheating. Number 3. No Googling. Number 4. Be honest with your answers. Number 5. You can only write down one answer, not 2, not a dozen, and certainly not 100 million answers. Just one. And when you put an answer down, you can't change it. Otherwise, cheaters will get a forfeit.
Yeah, so I think Robin might have rigged his winner's pedestal on this, so I think we should come up with a forfeit for him.
Oh, a forfeit for him.
Because he shouted out the answers all afternoon.
I would say just be made to stand for all day. You're not allowed to sit down.
You could either do that, or you can you could give someone a lap dance.
Is that you requesting a lap dance off Robin?
No. No, it has to be someone from the green bubble, not from the purple bubble, because we're from the purple bubble and.
He's in blue.
Oh, it's in blue. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was in green. Yeah, and in blue bubble, he has to pick out somebody. Has to be a girl though. A girl from the blue bubble, and he can dance with them. Yeah. Anyways, we should pick out forfeits for other cheaters.
The forfeits for other cheaters. Okay. Made to eat a dry tea bag.
Ugh. This is the live tit to make the tea.
And the second punishment will be made to dig a hole, and you can't stop digging until I say so.
These are just random and extreme. Well, my forfeits are you can if you drink a shot of Tabasco or drink a whole pint, you have to do like a little finger of fate thing and pick out a piece of paper whether you get the pint or the shot. And second forfeit is that you must join Robin in the lap dance.
As always, our punishments are harsh. Anyway, also on Thursday, signing with Paula is actually off, as Paula is aware. So instead, at 11 this week, we will have one of Nick's sign of the day sessions broadcast over Facebook.
So to confirm, there's no live Zoom sessions for signing this week.
Or next week, as Paula is aware, for 2 Thursdays in a row.
The sign-in live Zoom session will be back on Thursday, the 21st of April.
And also Heathlands Book Club with Jeanette and Susan is on Thursday too.
On Friday, we have fitness rotation at 10:30. Which brings us to another huge announcement too. That's your cue.
All right, okay. Also starting soon, on Tuesday, the 26th of April, we will be bringing you
Heathlands Gamers, which I'm really excited for. And also on Friday will be Heathlands live with Spiff and Mark on 1:30. That is if he's feeling well or they return from Siberia.
or the aliens can return him safely, assuming he hasn't been probed.
Just hope that we don't find him in a field somewhere. Anyways.
So anyway, as always, Heathlands Live will be featuring the ever popular Art Showcase Extreme to the max, featuring all the gift gaff of the week from Heathlands, maybe some stuff related to the Easter holidays, and let's not forget
the Great British Run-Off! Which brings us to the main event of our Heathlands at Home broadcast.
The most popular part of the Heathlands at Home broadcast.
We've got another story to read to you, which I'm really excited this week is going to be.
Now, this story is based on an ever popular musical, which I'm sure you've all watched before. I'm, of course, talking about...
Oh, you pretty chitty bambo, chitty chitty bambo, we love you. I feel like that Me Old Bamboo song. Me old bamboo, never about me old bamboo. Chitty chitty bam bam bang.
well,
Oh, we got also Toot Sweets, Toot Sweets. I'm going to get my songs out when I still can.
Jeremiah and Jeremy Pott.
Jemima.
Jemima meant. Jemima and Jeremy Pot lived by a lake with their mum and dad. They were a happy family, even though they were very poor. But Dad was a clever inventor, and one day he made some musical sweets that whistled when you sucked them. Everyone loved the sweets, and Dad sold them for lots of money. Suddenly, the Pots were rich. Rightio, let's go, he said. Where? Chorused the others. To the garage, said Dad. We're going to buy a car. The Pots didn't like any of the cars at the garage, but just as they were about to leave, Dad spotted something under a cover. It was a big old racing car, all rusty and broken. It's off to the scrapyard tomorrow, said the garage man. What a shame, it looks so sad, said Mum. Dad can fix it, said Jeremy. Dad shut himself up in his workshop to fix the old wreck. For weeks and weeks, all the family heard was banging and hammering and scrapping. The smell of oil and the fresh paint drifted over the garden. At last, Dad said, Rightio, everybody. Come and meet our new car. The car looked amazing. Its paint shone, its headlights glistened and glinted. Dad started the engine. It made 2 loud sneezes.
Chitty, 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 chitty.
And 2 small explosions.
Bang, bang.
And thundered into life. She's just the most beautiful car in the world, said Jemima. She just told us her name, said Jeremy. It's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Let's go for a drive to the beach, said Mum. It's such a lovely day. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang zoomed past all the other cars until she got stuck in a long traffic jam. A knob flashed on the dartboard.
not that dragon.
It said, pull me. Okay. Dad pulled the knob.
I thought Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was supposed to be kids movie.
No, sorry, it's just me. A propeller popped out of the front of the car, and the mudguards fanned out like the wings of a bird. Then, whoosh! Chitty Chitty Bang Bang soared into the sky. Wow, cried the children. She can fly! I knew this car was special, laughed Dad. She's terrific, said Mum. She's smashing, said Jeremy. She's magical, said Jemima.
Jemima, yeah. It's cute.
When they got to the beach, there was... Hold on, it's taking me around in circles.
Whoa.
There was nowhere to land. So Chitty Chitty Bang Bang headed straight out to sea. Where are we going? Asked Mum. No idea, said Dad. Chitty is steering all by herself. She's heading for that island, said Jeremy. Clever Chitty, said Jemima. She found an empty beach. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang landed smoothly, tucking away her wings and propeller. Well done, Chitty, said Mum. Chitty's radiator hissed softly. She's saying, You're welcome, said Jemima. The family had a lovely time on the beach. They splashed in the sea and ate a delicious picnic. Afterwards, they lay on the golden sand and dozed, all up in the sunshine. They didn't see the sunshine turn to mist. And that wasn't all. Chitty's klaxon horn woke Jeremy first. He cried out in alarm, Quickly, everyone, the tide is coming in. Mum started Chitty's engine. There's no room to take off, she said. A button flashed on the dartboard. It said, "Press me." Ah! Mum pressed the button and Chitty's wheels swung out sideways. "We're sinking!" cried Jemima. But then the wheels began to spin, and in a moment, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was shooting through the waves. "Brilliant," declared Jeremy. "She's turned into a speedboat." It was hard to see where they were going. At last the fog lifted, and they saw the coast ahead. "Look, it's France," shouted Dad. "What an adventure." Chitty's wheels clicked back to normal, and they bumped their way up onto the shore. "The tide is still coming in," said Mum. "We can't stay on the beach." "Look, a cave," cried Jeremy. "Perfect," said Mum. "We can shelter in there." Mum drove Chitty into the cave. It wasn't a cave at all. It was a tunnel. "I wonder where it goes," said Mum. At the end of the tunnel was a great roll of rock. "Righty-ho," said Dad. "Looks like we'll have to turn back." But Jemima spotted something behind a boulder. It was a big black lever. She gave it a tug, and the wall began to slide open. Jay's headlights lit up huge heaps of gold and jewels. "Pirate treasure," said Jemima. Mum picked up a newspaper. "Not pirates," she said. "Robbers." "This must be Joe the Robber's secret hideout," said Dad. "We should tell the police," said Mum. On the other side of the hideout, some people were unloading gold from a van. "It's Joe the Robber," said Jeremy. Chitty blasted her horn. Joe yelled, "Quick! Scrapper!
Scarper.
Scalper, I meant. Scalper." The gang sped off in the van, out of the tunnel and onto the motorway. "After them, Chitty," cried Mum. "Look, they're heading for Paris," said Dad. They chased the gang through the city streets, but Chitty had stopped at a traffic light. "Bother," said Mum. "We'll never catch them now." The lights turned green, and without warning, Chitty swerved down a narrow alley. "There's the van," said Jemima. "Clever Chitty." The robbers ran into a park. They were heading straight for a hot air balloon. "They're escaping," said Dad. The knob on Chitty's dashboard began to flash. "Pull me. Pull me." So, "Hold on tight," said Mum. She pulled the knob, and once again Chitty flew up into the air. "But how do we stop the balloon?" asked Jemima. Chitty had the answer. She swooped down, and with her sharp wings, she cut the ropes of the balloon. The robbers tumbled into the river. Chitty landed smoothly in the park. As the police led the robbers away, a smart limousine pulled up. "Look, who's this?" said Dad. "Surely it can't be." "It is," said Mum. "It's the President of France." The President shook their hands. "Thank you for catching the robbers," she said. "As a reward, I am giving you this special medal." "Thank you," said Jemima. "But it isn't us who deserve the medal. It's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang."
Oh, you, pretty chitty bang bang, we love you. Yeah, the children might have sung that on the way home from Paris. Well, that's kind of different to the musical, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's the story is it's of course different to the musical, but still, it's a really good story.
I guess you could say that was the posh travelling life for Chitty Bang Bang. You know the song Posh, P-O-S-H, Posh.
Posh.
Anyways.
Anyway, we are back again the same time next week with another awesome book to read to you.
Until then, have a great rest of your week. Stay safe and stay happy, and see you all again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.